So this beautiful 76 square body Scottsdale 10 is just about finished up for its new owner. This lady has been really, really great to deal with. We've been trying to keep her updated along the way. One of the last steps, as we told you guys, if you missed the last video, was we're getting the windows tinted. They turned out very nice. This 76 was a really, really cool truck. Had a lot of old school pinstriping. Even though it looks perfection in the videos, it does have its couple little nicks and dings and paint imperfections and wear and tear and, you know, stuff. It's got its patina, but the pinstriping is really cool and amazing. Now the only thing we're waiting on is a custom bed cover, a roll and lock style cover. We got the new chrome rear bumper, rear hitch. She even wanted a little Chevy insignia, which was in the old bumper mounted hitch system, so we saved that for her. Truck got a 4-inch lift, kept the BF Goodrich all-terrains, which still look great on it. They were a little large before. 33, 12, 50, 15 BF Goodrich all-terrains. It's got the old school Selectro lock hubs. It also got the steering and track bar upgrade. Even though at 4 inches it's not really necessary, you can see how nicely it matches across there with nice straight angles. The straighter the angle on steering, the better she's gonna steer without bump steer. Under the hood of this truck, 502 big block GM Performance. Really cool in itself. Shouldn't have turned them fans on. It's a little breezy now. Get the leaves blowing around. We got to get in here and clean this area up. This area, I'm a little upset it's gotten as dirty as it has, tracking in and out, but we ended up putting a bunch of our equipment in here. So you guys are looking for equipment, the Boomer 8-end, the Kubota tractor sold and gone, the Bobcat Mini X is gone. We do still have the John Deere here, big old 331G, and the rubber tire Bobcat S64. This unit could pass for brand new. It has no usage at all. But a little plug for that end of the year. We are gonna start getting some of our overflow tire and wheel stuff advertised. The monster truck stuff is also always available, and lots of cool different tires and wheels, stuff there, boggers there, stretch rallies. Some stuff we sell, some stuff we don't, we need for our projects. But stuff like this, we're probably never gonna use. Somebody out there may can use it. But back to the square body, 25-ton wrecker. And got a brand new auger truck getting ready to back in here too, get it out of the weather. These 20-degree days are not real fun. 20-degree nights, I should say. The days are 30s and 40s. But if you haven't seen the video on this one yet, power steps. Interior is super cool with the dark brown khaki style interior. Roll up windows, original door panels. Got the old school gauge on the dash there, a little vacuum gauge. There's the GM Performance book where they ordered the 502 crate motor. There's all the receipt books where they had the mileage for fuel and everything else tallied in there. The full drive shifter, the wood grain trim, really good shaped dash, even pinstriping on the dash. Diamond tucked headliner, extra dome lights. Check that out. Not only is it impressive for one dome light to work, but for it to have 3, those are actually fog lights. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Pinstriping, old school towing mirrors. You just don't see them like this very often. This lady is getting one cool, very impressive truck. Rides and drives great. Little cold natured with 20-degree days, but to be expected. Hopefully she'll keep it indoors. Also has the upgraded lights. These are not the style we usually use, but it already had these and they work really good, so I'm gonna look into these. They got the dual filament in there, the lower bulb, upper bulb. Auto POW. We'll check those out. Really nice. Look very factory. actually, and they put off nice light because I just pulled it in. It's dark. What else? Cleaned up a few little things underneath of it. It got some new brakes, calipers while I was in the shop. Noticed those were a little lacking. Got that straight. Cleaned up a few little hoses and lines underneath. They knocked it out the park for sure. And the cool green shock boots, nice accent. You can see you got a fresh new steering box. Springs still got stickers on them. The crossover steering, the bolt-on track bar system, all that you can buy at the shop. Easy enough to call an order. The liner, a lot of people argued about the liner, but she's gonna keep the bed covered. I think she's even gonna add some LED lights in the bed, like a newer truck, which will be really cool. Old CB radio wire right there to an old antenna. Got all the trim in place. I actually shaved that off one of my trucks and I regret it. If you guys are ever doing a restoration, don't eliminate these. My personal 74 Chevy, I shaved them off and I really, really regret it now. And I think I'm gonna try to put them back on, but I can't remember if we welded the holes or filled the holes because it's been almost 30 years ago. But you definitely don't want to take them off. One, they're very purposeful, but two, I ended up adding my trim back, and in adding the trim back, it really looks stupid without that. I thought it was cool at the time, but not so cool. Dual tank truck. Of course, the 70s model have the tanks in the bed instead of the door, not the tank, but the fill. Instead of having the actual square door, they have them right there. Some people shave them off and change it up. This one, both tanks work. That's really cool. So that's about it, guys. I'll pop the hood real quick. Some of y'all haven't seen under the hood. Let me do that. Squeezed underneath there is the 502. Still has all of its air condition. Air condition works. Not that they're gonna need it because it's cold. Cruise control. All of its apparatuses under the hood like they're supposed to be. Big radiator. Very well thought through build on this truck. I love seeing those big 502 GM valve covers. Not a huge monster carburetor, which I think is great. Makes the truck run good, not too rich. Again, all the factory components still in place like they're supposed to be, with basically a sleeper. She sounds good. You can definitely tell it's got something under the hood, but you would not know it's a 502. I think we should nickname this one the Sleeper, because that thing will sneak up on you when you see that lady driving it. You might not think she's got much under the hood, but you guys ought to watch out. I don't know where she's from, but you see this one pull up next to you at a stoplight, look out, because she got some power under the hood, and she got a beautiful square body, and she says she's gonna drive it. So we love that. Thanks, guys. Go bring you some stuff tomorrow. Kill these lights before I forget. On the new shirt that has arrived. Oop. Probably should have turned these other lights off first. Bam. More content on that tomorrow. Some people have asked for some stuff on the Jeep. We'll get that tomorrow. It's been a busy day. We haven't gotten to everything we wanted to get to, but and a pile of square bodies piled up in the showroom. We'll get you some information on those too. Thanks a lot, guys. Davis Drives, Davis Auto Sales, Richmond, Virginia. And AJ is packing the showroom right now with some fresh toys. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.